Good evening, it's Todd again. Time for another episode of Recovery from the Half House. Sunday evening. Didn't do one yesterday, so I figured I'd do one tonight. And I thought tonight's topic would be on serenity. It's a good topic for me. It's a good topic for everybody. It's a good topic for recovery. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about it, and I thought I'd start with what is the definition of serenity. And we all know serenity. We all do the Serenity Prayer. If you're in any kind of fellowship, we do the Serenity Prayer at the beginning of the meetings. Of course, everybody knows God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. But what is serenity? How do I achieve serenity? Why do I want serenity? Serenity is defined as a state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled. Sounds great. Sounds like something we all want. Something we all aspire to. And living our lives in a calm, peaceful, untroubled state would definitely make recovery a lot easier. But our lives were not that way before. If we're in a 12-step program, we admitted that our lives were unmanageable. They were the exact opposite of a calm, peaceful, untroubled state. So how do we get there? Well, we listen to the Serenity Prayer. And it would do a lot of us good to listen to the Serenity Prayer in its entirety. And I didn't know that the Serenity Prayer went beyond just what we say together at the beginning and ends of meetings. There's a couple more verses to it. It's, of course, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. But it goes on, living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as a pathway to peace, taking, as Jesus did, this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that He will make all things right if I surrender to His will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with Him forever in the next. That would make meetings a lot longer if we recited that, but I think we'd all get a lot more out of it if we recited the whole thing. Because, it says a lot there. Living one day at a time, that's really important for what we do. Enjoying one moment at a time. Enjoying this world minute from minute. Accepting hardships as a pathway to peace. Taking the bad things in life as lessons learned, so that we can understand this world better. Learning from them so that we can go on to a more peaceful life. Taking, as Jesus did, this sinful world as it is. Just accepting the world as it is. It's going to be a rough place. It's a sinful place. And that's just Jesus accepted it. The world as it is. Just as the prayer says. Accepting the things I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference between the things I can change and what I can't change. Here's where a lot of people get tripped up, though. A lot of people see the Serenity Prayer as a black and white light switch. All right, I look at this problem, I can't change it, moving on. I would suggest you look at more things in life as a dimmer switch. Is this something I can change, even incrementally? Can I change it a little bit? Can I make a little bit of an improvement here? Can I make things a little bit better? Can I alter things just a little bit? Just like turning the knob on that dimmer switch. Can I change things just minutely? Then if I can't, then, like a dimmer switch, you click it and walk away. Kind of view things in that light. not as a black and white light switch. Can I change it? Yes. Click. Walk away. You know, that's where the wisdom comes in. To know the things you can change, to understand the things you cannot change, and gaining that wisdom throughout your life. That is when you get the serenity. That is when you get the peace. And that is when things become a lot easier for you in this life. That's when the recovery really starts. Is when you understand God's will and the fact that there are things you're meant to change and there's things that you're not meant to change, that you just have to take it in stride, deal with, and move on. And once you understand how you fit into those things, where your puzzle piece fits in the big picture, once you put that puzzle piece into place, everything's nice and smooth. And then you get that serenity. You get that calm, peaceful, untroubled state of being. And life is good. So, that's my take on serenity. Go find you some. You attain it through the steps. Work the steps. Of course, get a sponsor. Work the steps. Go through. Give up living in self-will. Get under your higher power's will. Go through your inventory. Get all that garbage out from underneath of you. And start working in service through the steps. And that's how you attain serenity. I'm hoping tonight hasn't been a garbled mess. But I think I got my point across. Hopefully I did. If not, leave some comments. Maybe I can explain myself a little bit better. But that's all I have for tonight.